definitely did a little bit of damage. Paris haul! Whew. That's a pretty penny. So it was meant to be emotional roller coaster. Next up, my very favorite. I nearly got it. This has actually been on my wish list for a very long time. It's Cynthia. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I've sat down and filmed a video, but today I have something super exciting. I'm gonna be doing my Paris haul. I was just in Paris for a full week for my baby moon and definitely did a little bit of damage, took advantage of the Euro pricing, the VAT tax refund, and got a lot of goodies. So you guys have been patiently waiting. I'm so excited to share. If you love luxury, travel, vlogs, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the like button if you want to see more hauls like this, and share this with a friend who loves luxury or who's headed to Europe. And without further ado, let's get into the haul. I gotta admit, I'm pretty proud of myself because I did not go too crazy with the shopping. Obviously, we went to Hermes, we went to Goyard and Diptyque, but a lot of these things are more for friends and family. I only got a few things for myself. At the end, I'm gonna share some of my Hermes shopping tips. You guys know I am an Hermes girly through and through. There is no brand I love more than Hermes. And from some of my past Hermes unboxing videos, you'll know I shop a lot with my SA here in San Francisco, but when in Paris, you have to try your luck. And I had seen so many videos of people on TikTok being like, so easy to get a Birkin or a Kelly. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So that was what I was really vying for in Paris. Other than that, I didn't really have my eyes on too much, but we'll get into all of that and all my Hermes shopping tips later on, but let's start with the haul. First things I want to unbox are from Goyard. These are actually the same item. I'm just going to unbox one because the other one is for Tim's brother. These are actually items Tim picked up. They are the St. Pierre wallet. Tim got the one in navy, and then he got his brother the one in gray. Tim loves these wallets. This is the wallet that he currently uses right now, except in a pretty vibrant blue. And he's used it for a few years now, so it's definitely starting to show some wear. So he thought, why not pick up another one? Honestly, this is such a great wallet. If you have a man's in your life, highly recommend this. The design is just so sleek. It is a bifold wallet, so you can put your cards here. Behind here, you can fit like your IDs and other things. And up top here, you can put any money that you have, checks. I will say the only downside is since Goyard is a European brand, this wallet is made to fit a euro, not a dollar. So you'll just have to fold up your dollars, but it's not a big deal. I think in the US it goes for roughly like $780. That's what I saw online. So then plus tax, it's about $840 in Europe. The Euro pricing was 645 euros. And the amazing thing is what they quote you is with the tax. So the tax refund is deducted from that. The tax refund was 77 euros, ended up being 568 euros, $620. So 620 versus like 800. It's a pretty significant discount, about 26%. So Goyard is definitely a good spot to check out if you're shopping in Europe. Actually, on my trip, I ran into one of my high school friends. She told me Goyard is one of the best brands to shop because it's anywhere from like 20 to 30% off. She also mentioned Celine, I think. Second thing, I'm not gonna unbox because it's actually for my sister, but I will insert a photo of it. It is the St. Louis tote, literally the tote that everybody has, and my sister wanted it in green, and it's so beyond cute. I tried it on in store just to see how it looked, and I nearly got it because Goyard is really just having its moment among all the it girls, the Gen Z girlies. Being able to play with the color is just so beyond cute. But for me, I'm such a neutrals girly that picking a color is so hard, and I feel like Goyard is one of those brands where you have to go with the color because their colors are so iconic. For me though, I just can't pick a color, so that's why I'm like, I can't commit to buying a colored bag. But my sister decided, and it's gonna look so cute on her, so I'm so excited to give this to her. In Europe, it retailed for 1450 euro. Refund off of that was 174 euros. Actual amount was 1,276 euros, which translates to about 1,400 USD. Here in California, it's like 1,620, I think, plus the tax, 1,700-ish, so about 20% off. Next up, my very favorite, Hermes. We popped in so many days of our trip and we tried really hard for a leather appointment, and while we were there, we were shopping around. Guess we'll start with the top one. Any guesses? So this has actually been on my wish list for a very long time. I squealed. I kid you not, I squealed when I saw this. Initially, when I went to the Sev store, I had asked about this item and they said they didn't have anything. Later that day, I went to the George Sink store or George V store. That store, they told me they had this, which I was so excited about. But when she went to the back to check, she actually didn't have it. She only had this in like a pale yellow, and I just could not commit to a pale yellow because, again, I am not a color girly. So I passed on it, which I was kind of like a little torn about because these items are so hard to find in the US. The next day I went back to Sev and it was there. So it was meant to be. Any guesses? Go and comment. Dun, 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 dun. A belt, a black belt in rose gold. This is how the belt looks. How gorgeous. I've been eyeing this Kelly belt for years and the price keeps going up in the US, and it got to a point where now I think it's over $1,000 in the US, and I just could not justify spending that on a belt when I don't even know if I'm gonna wear a belt. Kelly belt is wonderful because it is adjustable, fit your waist, to fit your hip. I feel like it's just gonna go with everything, and this is my first rose gold piece from Hermes. So pricing wise, this was about 25% off. Pricing in Paris was 920 euros. Inclusive of the tax refund, it's really only 828 euros, which is roughly 900 USD. In the US, it's going for 1,125. Whew, that's a pretty penny for a belt. Plus California tax, it's like 1,200, so 25% off. The next two items, as you can see from the box, they're the same thing, and they're one of my favorite Hermes items. So I actually picked these up for my friends because they had asked. They are the chypre sandals. These are my favorite sandals. I have these in black and I legit wear them all the time. It takes a minute to break them in, but once it's broken in, they are literally so comfortable. In Europe, besides my sneakers, the other pair of shoes that I brought were my chypres, and I walked around town in them and they were so comfy, never gave me blisters. And if you have wide feet like me, these are perfect. The Oran sandals for me are just way too tight and I don't like the clicky noise that they make. These are the ones. They are impossible to find in the US now because everyone's just as obsessed. So in Paris, I was able to cop the white, which is gorgeous. Besides the white, I also got them in this beautiful brown color, again, for one of my friends. Guys, clearly I look different. I'm editing my footage right now, and for some reason, the best part of my haul, the best part, completely cut out. There was some issue with the video and audio, so I'm here to do it again with you guys. I just had to. This deserves its moment, and you guys deserve to see it in its full glory, so let's do it. So this is the last item I got at Hermes in Paris, and I was shocked when they brought this out. Any guesses what it is? I'll hold it over here so I can unbox with you guys. It comes with a little strap. She is the Kelly to go wallet, which you guys know I love so much. But what is extra special about her is she has a little alligator in her. This is a Kelly to go touch. The color, I believe, is Green Mist or Green Misty. It's one of the new 2024 color, and the alligator color is Noir. So this is my first exotic piece, and this might just be my gateway drug because she is beautiful. When I asked about the SLGs, I asked specifically about the to-go wallets. He had said, oh, we might have something, and then when he brought it out, he was like, it's a Kelly to go touch. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I love the whole exotic thing, but Once I saw her, I just couldn't not get her. Besides the exotic thing, I didn't think I was gonna love the dark navy blue, but I actually love it. On camera, I feel like you can see the blue pretty well, but I feel like in person, it's kind of like a blue-gray, and it's very neutral despite being a color. I just think she's so beautiful and such a special piece, and I'm so excited I got her. So one of the biggest reasons why I love these to-go wallets is they are so freaking versatile. You can wear them as a little clutch like this. Obviously, you would take off the felt. You can wear it crossbody, over your shoulder. You can even double strap it so it's a little bit shorter. So functional, and truthfully, I am like a small bag girly. There's just not that much stuff that I really need to bring with me, and this fits like a good amount. You have card slots for all your cards, and then a little zip compartment, and then this compartment. So really I can put my keys, a lip product, and usually my phone or my sunglasses. But yeah, this is her in all her glory. Had to come on here and refilm this for you guys so you guys could see her. Really quick on the pricing, this was 56.50 euros, 565 tax refund. So really I paid 5,085 euros, roughly 5,500 USD. And here I couldn't find the exact value. I think it'd be going for maybe like 8,500 plus tax. That's roughly 9K. So the discount on it is crazy, roughly 40% off. I was shocked when they told me the price was 56.50 euros. That's even less than a non-exotic Kelly to-go wallet here in the US. Such a good deal and such a beautiful bag. Now the last two things I got were from Diptyque. I knew I really wanted to get the exclusive Paris candle, which you can only get in Paris, and I believe maybe only the Saint Germain store, which is their like OG. How beautiful is that? I love the navy blue, the gold. It's just so us. The smell is quite musky and with a little hint of something bright, maybe something citrusy. What a great candle to just commemorate our amazing Paris baby moon. While we were there, spontaneously decided to pick up this. This is our favorite scent, and we buy this over and over and over. This is actually half of our wedding scent. For our wedding reception, we scented our entire ballroom with baies and the roses candle. So special. It holds such a dear memory to us. This is a pretty large size, and it's the all black one, which is so sleek. We got 27% off by buying it from the Paris store. It retails for 180 euros, 21 tax refund back, so 158 euros, which is roughly 172 USD. In the US, this goes for 220 plus tax, so 236. Now that we're through the haul and the unboxing, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's get into my Hermes shopping tips. If you watch my 2 Paris vlogs, I'll link both of them down below. You'll see the entire like emotional roller coaster, and you already know most of the story. But TLDR, I was really trying to get an Hermes quota bag in Paris because everyone on social media was saying it's the easiest. You don't have to have a purchase history. As long as you get an appointment, then you're good. To get an appointment, you have to submit every day into this lottery system. 20,000 people apply and only 200 appointments are given out. So the chances are so slim, but I'm such an optimist that I was like, oh, maybe I'll be one of them. I never got an appointment. So then towards the end of my trip, I started going in and asking if they had any cancellations or could see me for a walk-in. I obviously wasn't successful, otherwise I'd be unboxing a bag. But I think through doing all of that, I learned so much. So if I could go back in time, here's everything that I would do, and I'm telling you guys for your next Europe trip. So there's 3 Hermes stores in Paris. The flagship, which is FSH, Sèvres, which is a little bit more south on the side with the Eiffel Tower. That's actually where I bought all of these Hermes items. I had the most success there in terms of inventory. And then by Champs-Élysées, which is a really popular shopping area, there's the George Cinq store. So those are the 3 stores. I got pretty close at Sèvres and okay close at George Cinq. At FSH, the flagship, I had no luck at all. It was just like a madhouse there. I feel like it depends on who you meet, when you go, and just luck. When you walk into each store and you ask for an appointment, they'll always refer you to the lottery system online, and you want to be able to tell them, oh yeah, I did it already. So just Google. I'll also drop the link down below. You have to be on Wi-Fi, and I believe you have to be somewhere in Europe in order to submit. You go on the website, you submit your passport information, email, and then you have to click another email to confirm confirm it, you apply for an appointment the next day. And usually by the end of the day, if you get an email, that means you get an appointment and it has your appointment time. I never got that email. And if you don't hear back, that means you didn't get an appointment and you try again tomorrow. You have to remember Sundays, they're not open. So for a Monday appointment, you have to apply on Saturday. I'd also say, like, even though you think the lottery, like a lottery sounds fair, right? It's actually not fair based on some of the things that some people have told me. One thing I've heard is usually they have a cap, but once like a certain number of people apply, they just stop accepting applications. I never dealt with that, but I try to apply sometime within the morning. The earlier you can submit, the better. The second thing that I've heard is if you have a purchase history, apparently you're more likely to get the lottery. So early on in your trip, once you get to Paris, I'd say just like go into the store, meet the people, and just buy a few things here or there, and maybe that'll up your chances for getting the lottery. I'd also say if your trip like ours was a whole week, if you can go Monday to Thursday, that's most ideal. We didn't end up going until I think Thursday we started, and then Friday and Saturday, and it just gets crazy hectic Fridays and Saturdays. If you're trying for a walk-in, I'd say go in the afternoon because I think that's kind of when they have a little bit of a lull. When I went around like 4-ish at the George Sink store, it seemed potentially possible. We ended up going to lunch and then didn't make it back in time, and they switched a girl and she was like, absolutely not. And then we ended up going to the Sev store around like 5. It seemed like we were close to getting it, but then the guy there said it's a little late for a walk-in and everyone was tied up in something. I think maybe like 2:30 to 4 p.m. is really the sweet spot. But if you're looking for inventory, I would say go first thing in the morning. Everything that I picked up again was from the Sev store, and we got it when we went early in the morning, like 10 or 11, right when they open. People had told me FSH would have really great inventory. That was not the case for me. I couldn't find any shoes, any belts, small leather goods. Everything was like pretty sold out. But when we went to FSH, I think it was a Friday and a Saturday. So it was just so hectic. It felt like a zoo in there. It was so crazy. There were barely enough people to service all the customers. There were just a ton of people waiting around. It just was not as elevated or nice of a vibe as you would expect. Just be nice. You're going to be seeing the same people pretty much every single day. They will remember you. I was shocked when one of the guys, like on our last day, he was like, yeah, I've seen you guys come in the past few days. And I'm like, that's crazy because you guys probably see so many people, and the fact that you like spotted us and remember us, that's kind of insane. People are watching. So just be nice and dress well. If you have an Hermes bag, I would wear it. But yeah, those are kind of my tips. I hope this was helpful. If you have any Hermes shopping tips, if you've been able to get a bag, walk in, get the lottery, comment below your experience. I would love to hear. And I'm sure everyone clicking in on this video who's like probably Hermes obsessed would love to hear your story. So please comment down below. If you like this video, hit that like button for me so I know to do more hauls for you guys. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.